Sweet Sugar is a 1972 action film directed by Michael Levesque and starring Phyllis Davis, Ella Edwards, Timothy Brown, James Whitworth, and Angus Duncan. The film opens with Sugar bringing a guy with a sweet Conway Twitty haircut up to a room. Well, these guys wasted no time. He gives her a joint and then leaves to do something. Nah, that look wasn't sinister at all. And she's immediately busted. She goes to jail, gets assaulted, and thrown onto a truck. You know, she's not really that sweet. And what's keeping them from jumping out? They slow down a bit and see, one of them jumped out! Why didn't you do that in town? You could just blend it into the crowd. Holy shit! There's an introduction, then they get some supplies from the Comic Relief. They don't get any sales, but we're going to give you a free machete anyway. And the next day they're all out cutting sugar cane. This is a really weird way to get labor. The labor inspector arrives and delivers a plot point that will be vaguely used later and doesn't really matter with the overall plot. A truck arrives with a bunch of guys and mojo. The day ends and we're back at the dorms where we learn very little and then it's back to work the next day. I'm sure the options are either going to be sex or death. He picks Sugar out and asks her to have her sent to his house. Would you like to watch me bathe? Whoa, buddy, we just met. This whole conversation is nothing but a series of "that's what she said" jokes. And she's quickly tossed. Dr. John assembles all the women for some medical experiments. Are they going to McMurphy her ass? So it's Spanish Fly. Success! Will someone answer the goddamn bat phone? This guy's bipolar as fuck. We get the payoff from the Dolores wanting out. Yeah, we all know where this is going. Jesus Christ! Dolores reveals what happened and Payday arrives where they're screwed. To be fair, that's like anyone's payday. That's racist. That night there's a weenie roast featuring flirting and fighting. There's some skinny dipping and Sugar and Carlos go to Dr. John's house to get it on. Look, we have 5 gallons of Mr. Bubble and we're damn well going to use it. Busted. The hell? Carlos gets offered the whip but denies. Holy shit! He then relents and takes the whip. Holy shit! What a sick fuck. What? Hi guys, I saw my lover die this morning. They treat Sugar like shit, then night falls, and she sneaks out into an episode of Wild Kingdom. Fuck you. Oh, they busted her out. The next morning, two guys go looking for Sugar, but it's actually Paul and his wilderness bullshit that catches her. Calm down. Concussion. The ladies are taken to Dr. Johns, who is working on another test. I'd like to congratulate the film Sweet Sugar for showing us cat torture. Free-throwing feral cats at slave women isn't even a sentence I expected to ever say or hear, let alone see played out in a film. Nah, it's too easy. Then we go to another cat fight. Women love it when you court them with a sex manual, but allows her to steal his sidearm. Sugar asks Mojo for help, but he wants something in return. So she's paying him with a half-assed seance. Possessed Sugar directs them to an area where they dig and look, bodies! And they attempt to blackmail Dr. John for better working conditions. Another bonfire with some wrestling and another cat fight. Mojo practices some voodoo and gets jumped. He gets knocked down and ends up at Dr. John's. Wait, are they gonna burn him at the stake? Yep. The next morning... Holy shit! Sugar heads to Dr. John's and wow, he is really into burning people. She knocks the doc out and saves Simone. They get busted, but there's a struggle with a sword that doesn't end up looking very real. More like cardboard. They load up and bolt out with Dr. John flipping personalities again. That's hot. They get across the border and Sugar's back right where the film started. Sweet Sugar is one of those movies where you don't know what's going on and you don't fucking care. They throw a little bit of everything in there. Women in prison, voodoo, mad doctor, but doesn't go anywhere. The film ends exactly where it begins. It's just a thread of 1-minute scenes that doesn't add to the story, making it more confusing, and we really don't get anything out of it. I could say something witty like Sweet Sugar ends up being sour, but it's just garbage.